Ready, now, and roll.
Back into this airplane and they go from your left to your right. You'll notice there's no cone. It's like it's been chopped off. I'll tell you why. Here, just a second. You see that spot in the back where it's kind of chopped off, no aerodynamic cone? Well, that's where the mechanism was mounted to tow gliders. These airplanes towed unpowered gliders. Those gliders had troops in them, they had jeeps in them, they sometimes had artillery.
Cool autographs. You just come on up to the stage when we're done and we'll hang out for a little bit. We want to lead off with thanking County Executive Steve Newhouse and the Show Tour. This is an unbelievable air show group and we can't thank them enough for coming to town and hanging out with us in Montgomery, New York. With that said, first up is your aircraft commander from today, a Walden local, Sinead Kernan. Captain Sinead Kernan. She is our C-17 pilot in command. Second up, Lieutenant Colonel Joshua Early. He is another pilot and our airlift squadron commander. Next up, we got Lieutenant Picolis. He is a pilot as well, AKA Pickles.
Survivor bias is actually the opposite way of thinking. So they all got together and said, well, wait a second, if these are coming back with bullet holes, then that means where they got shot and they didn't come back. Some of those steel plates now, because those were the ones that didn't come back. So actually a very different way of thinking. You guys probably know about this as you guys are kind of looking at it. Very, very cool way of thinking when we were doing so much with all of our allied powers. Definitely took a look at it. Survivor bias. Google it.
It's a real cool thing, John, and thank you for reminding us about that as Placid Lassie dives in again here from the left. Ladies and gentlemen, another really close look at this C-47 Skytrain built by the Douglas Corporation.
We are going to start off with just a little back and forth Q&A. For anybody that's interested, we have Sinead Kernan here, captain, that started off as a loadmaster at the 105th and got her commissioning after getting her college degree and is now one of our aircraft commanders and an instructor pilot. So she's come a long way from Walden, New York. Sinead, can you tell everybody where you went to high school and how you became into the Air National Guard and a pilot?
Yeah, how's it going, Montgomery? As Tony said, I'm Captain Sinead Kernan, originally from Walden. I went to Most Precious Blood School from pre-K through 8th grade, and then ended up over at Valley Central here in Montgomery for high school. Ended up joining the Air National Guard as a loadmaster, kind of didn't know what I wanted to do and figure it all out, and the Air National Guard ended up paying for college, and that's when I kind of made the transition to move from downstairs to up front flying the C-17. So it's been a really, really awesome career with all these great people. I get to do it locally. It's been amazing.
All right, Captain Kernan, just one more question. How long did it take for you to get your college degree and then become a pilot and a fully qualified pilot?
Yeah, after college, the way that the Guard does it is that you go through like a boarding process. You get selected. Kind of from being selected to getting back to the unit, it takes over about 3 years. Every Air Force pilot starts the same way. We all fly the same trainer aircraft, and then we end up going to C-17 school. On top of that, you have officer, school. It's kind of like a boot camp with different kind of training, as well as your water and your land survival schools. So about 3 years start to finish.
All right, that sounds pretty cool. For all you young gals out there that are thinking about becoming a pilot, she kind of made it look real easy and sound real easy.
Later, we can.
And for you young guys as well, everybody can give it a shot if they want to. Just get your education. Next up, I would like to jump over to Master Sergeant John Newman. John was who we were talking to on the radio when he said he learned to fly right here at this airport 20 years ago. John, I just want
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you saw Panchito depart. Now the aircraft is on its way out. Now they've got to climb up to altitude. Get your cameras out. Enjoy, listen, and soak this in. This is history. Panchito from the left. Center here in just a second. The crew will show you the business side of the Mitchell bomber. If you have a camera, be prepared to zoom in on the open bomb bay and see the full load of 500-pound demolition bombs in the bomb bay. Now, the bombs in Panchito are signed by dozens of B-25 combat veterans we've met over the last years around the country. 18 of the Raiders have signed these bombs. Ladies and gentlemen, from the left, right out in front, here it is. Now, the aircraft will be turning around to your right as you face the runway. The B-25. Watch here, ladies and gentlemen. Panchito touching down on the runway from your right.
Rob, hearing that sound of round, you said 14 piston or 17 piston engines? I was looking to see, because I was doing some calculations in my head about all that horsepower that was pulling them through the sky. Obviously a big aircraft, ladies and gentlemen, but definitely a huge power plant that was pulling them through.
14-cylinder, 2,600 cubic engine.
14 cylinders. Radial engine. Awesome.
There you can hear each of those radial engines firing as the airplane is now slowing down out in front of you, ladies and gentlemen. As they turn and come back in front of the taxiway, be sure to wave and lift your hat and let them know how much we appreciate it. But right here, before they get there, how about one more huge round of applause for RB-25 Panchito.
All right, I'm going to try and get the C-17 on the radio here as they're coming from the left. Hey, Gotham 9, do you copy Gotham ground ops?
Gotham ground ops, Gotham 9, we got you up.
Gotham 9, how does it look from up there? How's the crowd looking?
Crowd looks incredible from up here, from Gotham 9.
All right, before you guys leave town and go back. Heck yeah, right here at this airport. That's awesome. You still have a plane, and where are you keeping that plane?
I do. It's up at a little airfield just up in New York there called Colville.
Very awesome, very awesome. All right, everybody, if you look to the right, you're going to see the C-17 setting up for a low-speed pass. Now observe our C-17 GlobeMaster as they demonstrate the low-speed capabilities of aircraft as it flies 160 knots, fully configured with its flaps out, using a STOL technology, short takeoff and landing with a low flap system. The C-17 GlobeMaster 3. Gotham ground ops, how do you copy?
Got you up.
Say again? Got you, good copy. Sinead, where are you guys going after the show? Back here, Gotham 9, this is Gotham Ground Control from the New York Air Show. Over and out. See you guys on the ground here soon.
See you guys in a little bit.
Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you watching our C-17 today.
Are you ready for it?
Developed a passion for aerobatics at the age of 16, and even represented the United States on the world stage in indoor precision and freestyle championships. Remote control flying gave RJ a strong background for the unique brand of aerobatic flying that you're watching right now.
That's a tip. Run line. Just run line.
Show debut, all in the span of just 1 year. You can't say he's not dedicated. And if you're interested in aerobatics and want to be a part of that, aerobatic pilots and enthusiasts in the United States.
Yeah, orange. Nobody uses that.
also on Facebook at RJ Gritter Air Shows.
Where else you want down? You like Padres or Giants?
Like my name Lazarus, no Satan gon' be mad at this. I've had to ask my dad if it's okay to sweep my bag. Yes, he said, boy, if I pitch you this out of the park, moving so quick it's like this stuck apart. They see the numbers, but I see the heart.
Our two solo pilots, Rogue and Triple, have once again positioned themselves